Hello, and welcome back to The Coco Show, hosted by myself, Colette Creighton, and my co-host, David Shorts. This is a show where the banter at the top of the episode never ends, and neurodivergent or not, we are here to make you feel less alone about your human experience. We have no expectations, and neither should you.
You are listening to an impromptu episode of
The Coco Show. Alright, y'all. This, like David just said, is an impromptu episode. We just know we're going to be busy the next couple weeks, and we wanted to give you a little something so you didn't miss us too much.
Can't have that.
We can't have that. So, y'all, we're just going to go right back into this delve deck, and I am going to be emailing them about some sponsorship because I'm giving them a lot of free airtime right now, and I think I should change that. So
I agree. When are we going to get paid for this, darn it?
I actually have a plan, and I will discuss it with you off air.
Fabulous.
All right.
World domination.
What seemingly small thing changed your life forever?
Oh, wow. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Ooh, wow. I'm going to give it... Wow, there's so many little moments like this, but I'm going to give it to this one in particular because it stood out. I'm going to go with a single photo that I saw that made me really question everything as far as my sexuality was concerned. I think I'd had myself in this place where I was like believing like, okay, like maybe I'm like, bi-curious, and maybe I just like think dudes are cute a little bit. Like,
How old were you?
This had to be like 14, 15, somewhere around there. So the photo in question that I'm referring to was who ended up being my first like ever hookup, my first like male hookup, was Dean Keck. Shout out to Dean. And his at the time boyfriend. I remember I was like clicking through and I was like, oh, cool, gay people. And then I like was clicking through the photos and I saw one of them kissing, and I stared at that photo for so long, and it just made me, I was like just having all these like kind of feelings and conflicting things, and I just couldn't deny like what I was like, why is this picture like making me feel this way? Like I couldn't really piece it together. And then I ended up like Loki, he ended up breaking up with his boyfriend, and then we started hanging out. Cause I think yeah, that's a whole story. But I messaged him and I was like, oh my God, congrats. Like, you seem great. Can't wait to meet this person. I don't even know if I ever met him, but they broke up pretty quick after that. And yeah, so, and that definitely opened up a can of worms that I've been eating out of the rest of my life. So that answers that question.
Well,
speaking of worms, is now a good time to tell the people about my compost bin?
Yes.
I have like 500 pet worms, everyone. And they're so cute and wriggly and wonderful. And yeah, we're trying to start composting at Orion headquarters. And yeah, it's going great. I think so far they are eating what I'm putting in there, I think, and it's going well.
I thought of you last night because I was watering my banana leaf plant, and I saw some little wigglers in there, and I freaked the fuck out. And then I Googled it and what kind of worms they are.
Red wigglers?
No, I don't think they're earthworms. I think they're white worms, but I Googled it, and they actually just kind of eat away at the decay, like the plant decay when things start to die. Yeah. So I've chosen not to kill them.
Good.
And
they will poop and make your nitrogen fertilizer more rich.
And they're also going to aerate my soil by wiggling it around in
Look
there.
Who's here?
Beans has made an appearance.
No.
Right, Ranger's out of camera, or out of, what do we say? When you're not in frame, out of frame. We got there. Jesus Christ.
Look at this cat. Look how fucking cute this cat is.
And she's so small and squinky. It's really not fair to the other cats. Like, she's just the most petite little.
She only likes butt scratches. If you pick her up, she gets pissed. So that's where we are now. And she's going to join us now.
Great,
So,
gorgeous.
Continue. Next question.
No, hold on. The
sorry.
seemingly small thing that changed my life forever
That was selfish of me.
would be writing on Dan's wall.
Oh, yes. Great.
Going, not to be a bitch, but who are you?
Not to be a bitch, but who are you?
And that is how I met my husband, boys and girls.
Shoot
and
your shot.
And days.
Shoot your shot, fam.
Well, no, he added me. Didn't know who the fuck he was. So I wrote on his wall.
Genuine question.
I
just love that you wrote on his wall. Like throwback to when that was just like, who needed a DM, right?
Yeah,
like,
this wasn't DM material.
No. But everyone needed to know, who the fuck are you, Dan?
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
What's a lesson you learned the hard way?
That's a pointed question. Learned the hard way. I feel like I learned most of my lessons the hard way. I'm a hard way kind of guy. Like, and if something's working, I'll probably keep doing it until, the repercussions inform me otherwise.
Yeah.
How about you?
The one that comes to my mind is not assisting right out of school because I wasted several years fucking around and finding out when I could have simply just worked for someone. But it also could have broken my spirit or my character. Who knows?
I would say one lesson I learned the hard way is that I'm really not cut out for like 9-to-5 life. It just doesn't work for me. The pandemic really brought that to the forefront of my existence. Granted, I had like one of the worst jobs you could possibly have, like literally the worst job ever. Fuck you, Amex.
David.
What?
Cut that. We're gonna cut that because
I don't give a fuck.
Because I love my Amex.
I was about to say I love my Amex and I love using my Amex, but I didn't even technically work for Amex. I worked for like a third-party sales company that Amex contracted. So like, fuck that whole experience. But it taught me how absolutely shitty you can possibly have it. I spent like 9 to 10 hours a day in my car driving around from place to place trying to get them to let me put up we accept American Express decals, and people fucking hated us. Everyone loves being on the card holder side of the American Express coin because they treat their customers really well and they basically listen to them without consideration for the business, which guess what? Businesses fucking hate. So we would get just screamed out of places. Like I was like the lowest of lowest people on the scale of how the public wants to treat you. Like it was pretty bad. Like, because it was also granted, we shouldn't have been out there. Let's just leave it at that. But like, it was height of pandemic. We were walking up to places that said like, do not enter unless you have an appointment. My instructions were to just walk in anyway and let them know that I had something very important to discuss with them. And it was just like, the whole thing was absolute garbage, and we should not have been doing it at that time because we were not an essential service, and it was just bullshit, the whole thing. But it made me truly, truly appreciate once it all ended and I quit, and I didn't have to go back, which I'm so, so lucky. But it taught me two things. One, I am not cut out for anything like that. I was so miserable. And two, those jobs will literally always be there. Let me tell you right now, if you're in a job that you don't like and you are thinking about trying something new and seeing if that can create income for you, start that. Try to start having it create some income for you, and then eventually try to get that into a position where it is making the majority of your money so you can quit that other job. The reality is those kinds of jobs will always be there, and the economy will always have a need for those things that people don't want to do. So if you ever need to go back to it and like pay your bills, like don't worry, you can find something like it. But try something new. Go for it. Shoot for the moon. Hit the stars, baby.
What social convention do you refuse to participate in?
Colette, you want to go first? Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
What social convention do I? Can I go with like mokes, like tobacco and weed in the same.
Oh, is that a social
It was in
convention?
college. Like, yeah, you would like
Blambles?
you would. Is that what they call them for you? I had mokes, and there's other words for it. But when you like put tobacco and weed in the same bong rip, absolutely not. I refuse.
I'm gonna say shots.
Ah,
Shots as a group.
Yeah.
But I will do if we're all out and you want to buy everybody a round of fucking shots, buy me a shooter, I'll do it. But I will not do a shot.
of straight alcohol. She means.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Ugh, mokes. Gross. You ever done one of those? It make you sicker than.
Yes, I've done a blamble.
Ugh.
I was an irresponsible teenager.
Whoa, great question.
Ooh.
What do you think could actually unite most people?
Mutual hate of things.
I don't think.
No, like if you dislike the same thing,
It's so true.
it brings you together, and then you want to like create this web, and then
Right. I mean, there's always an other. Like, literally, they're always trying to create an other. Right now, it's like, Russia or China or what. It's like, if we're talking like governmentally, they're always trying to like pick someone, something we can all be against together.
Yep.
That's like, yeah.
That's the name of this fucking country.
I'm gonna try and take a more positive tag.
Let's
on
do it.
this.
Let's go.
What do I genuinely think could unite most people? Honestly, I'll put the facts on it. A majority of Americans believe in common sense gun control. A majority. They do. Like a large majority. They also believe in is that a positive tack?
No,
Not really a positive tack, is it?
Why
But on the abortion issue too, like the majority of Americans also support a woman's right to choose. I mean, there's a lot of things that I think the majority of people, and I'm only, obviously speaking in the United States, that a majority of people really do. There's so much that we actually agree on. Funding for education. I think we all can get behind. We need to put more money in schools. We need to, actually address a lot of the addiction problems that are happening in this country and the homelessness problems. Like, there's so many things that literally anyone you talk to, it's like, yeah, that's a good idea. And we're so caught up in our tribalism that it's like we can't even come to the table and like, let's have genuine conversations about these things.
I don't even think that's the issue, though. I think it's because everything is gatekept by the people at the top in Congress or whatever. And
That's fair. I think also, let's not forget how important state government is for all of these things, because and here's what's also crazy. And something that should unite the country, but like unfair gerrymandering laws that basically have Congress people selecting their voters instead of the voters selecting Congress people. I think I can go on if we want to have this conversation, but I think there's so many issues that most people agree on, because like, do we all agree that like everyone has a right to vote? If not, I don't think you are a fair participant in our democratic society. But
it said people, though, not country. David's just got the Trump indictment or arrest on the mind.
What do you think could actually unite most people? Okay, worldwide. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Music makes
Molly.
the people come together. Yeah.
Molly, the drug. If we all just took 1 point simultaneously, every single person on planet Earth have just the purest form of MDMA. And we all sat in a circle and held hands and just shared each other's energy for one measly moment. I think we'd solve all problems in the world.
I don't disagree. There's no way to do that, obviously.
What?
But
Think big.
If I'm really zoomed out, I still don't know how it would happen. But I think it's a great idea.
Yeah. What about like water for everyone?
Yeah,
if we all had water,
that would
drink.
be sick.
Would be sick.
But again, everyone would have to agree that is, big business and what have you.
Next question.
Yeah. Anyway, doom and gloom. Ooh.
I'm optimistic about these things, though. I genuinely feel like there is so much that we actually do agree on.
I agree
as a country, as a society, but the reality is like we're not actually talking about those things, you know?
No, you're not wrong.
We're talking about how terrified people are of trans people in bathrooms, and it's just the dumbest thing ever.
Can we pick a real problem?
Yeah, yeah, we got lots of problems. Anyway, what's an industry secret in your line of work that most people don't know?
Random, but we actually can't tell you if you have lice. If you come to the salon and you have lice, I cannot say the word lice because I am not a physician.
Whoa.
There is a very specific dialogue as a stylist you are to use, and that does not include the word lice. You can say it appears that there are something that may
There is
look
organic material in your hair that is moving.
Or you can say like there's something that appears to look like gnats, but I cannot say for certain, but I cannot
independently verify.
But I cannot perform your service at this time.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
Genuinely a great piece of information that I did not know.
Now you know. Fun facts with Coco.
An industry secret.
Yeah. Tell us, babe.
Oh man, that's a toughie. Are we talking like DJ industry, wedding industry?
Let's say DJ.
Okay. I also can't tell people if their music taste is terrible.
Ooh.
So I just have to be like, yeah, it's great. We're going to have so much fun.
We're going to have so much fun listening to Living on a Prayer.
Okay, first of all, everyone loves that song.
I know that.
I have had some of my most fun, like, DJ moments to that song, too.
Well, of course, because, okay, again, music brings the people.
I would say also, like, the one secret is that, like, I think it depends, like, but requests are good. I think that, I would love it if I get good requests from my group, but that have, like, that aren't selfish requests. You shouldn't be asking a DJ for a song that you personally want to hear that you don't think other people will also want to hear. I think it's super not chill to be like, hey, I want this song that, like, really I want to hear. Truly I want to hear. Because I'm not playing music I want to hear. I'm playing music I think everybody else is going to want to hear. So if you're going to come up to the DJ and I will say with the caveat, if you're my client and it is your wedding or your party or whatever, then yes, come up to me and ask for literally any song that you want. Create every moment that you want for yourself. Different. I'm talking about if you're invited to a party and it's not your party.
We don't give a fuck if that's your
Even
baby.
if you're in the bridal party, I don't care.
I don't care if that's your dad.
Yeah. Especially parents of the bride and groom.
You better quit.
Even if you're paying for the wedding, I don't care. You should be doing this altruistically for your children. Granted, there's places you should be honored, all that good stuff. But if your song request is going to destroy my dance floor, just think of the people.
Yeah. Think about the vibe. Do a vibe check. Before you make a request at an event, look around, zoom out, do a vibe check. Ask yourself, will my friends like this?
Well, but also look around and be like, do people look like they're having fun right now?
If the answer is yes, don't fuck up the vibe.
Thank you.
Hot tip.
Hot take.
What annoyance do you put up with because it isn't worth the trouble to fix?
People making song requests at fucking events.
Great transition.
What was it again? It isn't worth the trouble to fix. How about you? Do you got anything?
Well, you could go a million different ways with that. The first thought that popped into my head was just like little stupid shit around the house that like I look at every day and grimace at, but like
laundry.
Yeah, like I still haven't finished my fucking closet. That was supposed to be my 30th birthday present to myself. I am halfway into my 31st year. It's not done. But it's fine. Like, so like that could be one. But like on a smaller scale, like not freaking out at Dan every single day for not having all of his laundry put away, because it's not worth the fight if you want to go that way.
Sure.
Because there
I feel that one.
There are certain things it's like it's just not worth. This is my person forever. I cannot berate this man about the same fucking minutia task every day for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, you just gotta let it go.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. I hate.
You gotta pick your battles.
I hate it.
Pick your battles, people.
Pick your battles.
Did you do this on purpose?
No, I'm just being chaotic.
Okay.
Just being chaotic.
Stemming.
Yeah.
If you had to move to another country but could pick any you'd like, which would you choose and why?
Well, I haven't been to that many countries, but I assume I would probably end up in like the Netherlands or Amsterdam or somewhere where the government's more chill and I like the music and there's weather.
They do have good music and a chill government.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canada, honestly, total cop out, but like I love Canada. I don't know why. I don't want hockey. They got hockey. They got a lot of hockey.
They got hockey boys.
They got so many hockey boys.
And they're nice.
And they're so nice.
They're so nice.
Their money is so cute.
Their money is so cute. Chic. Pink. Chic.
And it's like all these things I love about America, but like without half of the bullshit. And I'm so about it. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. It would also just be like sick to live on a tropical island. Not that that's sustainable in any capacity.
I would love to live somewhere where I was learning a new language for sure. I like living in Mexico would be pretty amazing.
That'd be sick.
You know, it'd be amazing. I should probably not limit myself to the North American, South American, or Central American continent, but
I've never even been to Europe, and I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. Bye. Bye. Let's see. Let's do another one.
I would kill to live in England for like a year.
England?
I
think I would hate the food, TBH.
Oh, I've heard that that's probably true. But they have really good Indian food. Amazing.
What is the best thing you've ever splurged on?
I splurge on so many things.
I know. We're treat yourself girls. Say it.
My hairdryer. Yeah.
Hashtag Dyson.
That was actually I haven't been using it as much because I'm all about the air dry, but that was a great splurge. Really useful.
And purchased with points.
And purchased entirely with Ulta points.
That's right, baby.
Is that a splurge then? Kinda.
Well, yeah.
I did. I spent an embarrassing amount of money on that hairdryer.
It's not embarrassing. It's not embarrassing if it works.
That's true. That thing is quality. And my vacuum.
Oh.
Same people who make my vacuum make my hairdryer, so I'll let y'all fill in the blanks.
Live, laugh, lasagna. The best thing I've ever splurged on is this fucking body.
Hey.
In all senses of the word, taking the time to go to a naturopath and be like, all right, let's fucking, what's wrong with me? Let's nitpick everything with a fine-tooth comb, much like lice. Shout out to earlier, circling back.
So many Ulta shout outs today.
And just trying to figure out who the fuck I am, figuring out what I like listening to, and then obviously the plastic surgery. And dude, Botox. Botox is sick and filler is sick. And if you're thinking about it and you're hemming and hawing, yeah, it's expensive, but like it's so sick what a good professional can do for you. Truly. I mean, this is not my government issued chin, and I'm fine with that. But I also don't fucking believe in gatekeeping. So you should tell people if you do things, because it makes them be like, oh yeah, there's nothing fucking wrong with me, because there's nothing in between us and celebrities except for money, like aesthetically. You know what I mean? Like that is don't look in a mirror and then look at fucking Instagram, look at all the fucking people. And one, they're all airbrushed. Duh. Two, fucking They have so much money to spend on personal trainers, personal chefs, a hairdresser, they're getting their Botox like before they even need it again. They're probably getting Botox every 2 months. They probably get filler 4 times a year instead of 2, and that's why they all end up looking like cat muppets, but I digress. It's just, we're not supposed to look like that. If you want to look like that, cool. If you want to spend the money on that, great. If you have the money to spend on that, bless, very chic of you if you want. But like, do you, and remember that everything you're seeing on the internet isn't real. Or if it is real, it's been augmented in some capacity.
It's been selected. You know, ultimately, like, you're always going to pick the moments that you want to highlight. And, like, yeah, it tells a story, but it doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah. All right, we have time for one more question. Then David's got a jet.
If your life came with a pause, rewind, and fast forward button, how would you use them? Oh, God. Let's start with rewind. What would you rewind?
To, like, do again? Because I loved it so much? Or what would I get rid of?
So your life has a pause button. When would you pause? Rewind button. When would you rewind? And fast forward. When would you fast forward?
I don't think I would. Because I don't think I would have ended up here.
So true.
And I'm so happy
let's
with where
let's
I
say
ended
that
up.
it's just for experiential. Like, you can pause just to, like, give yourself a moment, right? And, like, absorb. I don't know. And then you could just, like, if you had a great night out, you're like, that was so much fun. I just want to relive that again.
Oh.
Then I would rewind through that.
The week of the wedding.
Cute.
The week of the wedding. That was one of the best weeks of my life. Being in the ocean with like 20 of my friends caravanning. Were you there that day?
I don't think I was.
Out at the beach?
No, I missed that. I wasn't there.
You were invited.
I'm sure I was. I think I was like getting ready for your wedding or something.
I think you were out scootering, actually.
Fair enough.
Classic Dave.
I did really want a scooter.
But yeah, going to Hapuna Beach, being in the ocean with like that many of my friends, looking around, being like, I will never experience this again, and this is so fucking special. Amazing. Anyway, you?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying, is I would use it for like experiential things. So like if I'm in a lecture or at like some lame event I don't want to be at, like just fast forward to the end, and then I would like pause whenever I just need a minute to collect myself when life feels too overwhelming, and it would just give you more time.
I thought the question was once.
The question is abstract. You can do whatever you want.
Fair. Well, if that's the thing, yeah, obviously, like I'm going to zoom through most work days, and I'm going to zoom through my workout and zoom through the minutia. I don't want to fucking do the chores.
Yeah. Well, I would fast forward through laundry every time.
Ooh, yeah. But we're not Sims.
Yeah.
We're not Sims. But you know what, y'all? We're just gonna wrap it up here, and we will see you probably in about a week or so. We have a lot going on in June and July, so you're gonna have to be patient with your pod mothers here, but we will get you content in some capacity in the way that we can best. And
hopefully this catches everyone in the month of June. Happy Pride, everyone.
Pride.
We love you so much.
We love you. Have a great evening and have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.